If you reach a certain stage in life and there is nobody who can look you in the eye and tell you the truth, you are doomed. And that is where our country has gotten to. We need to rescue this country, wallahi. And I feel very terrible as a Ghanaian at this time, but there is hope, inshallah. God is not asleep.
That we are going to build a new economy, a different economy, and you will be hearing a little bit more, because you cannot just criticize without providing alternatives. And we are going to, and we have anyway.
You can tell us something as to what exactly.
I'm telling you, it's an exciting. I will tell you what it is not. It is not a doomsday economy. It is not a dead goat economy. It is not a friends and family economy, right? It is an economy that will create jobs.
State coffers are not spoiled for the party that wins an election, but resources for the country's social and economic development. I shall protect the public purse by insisting on value for money in all transactions. Public service is just that. Service and not an avenue for making money. Money is to be made in the private sector, not the public. And measures will be put.
A father helps his children. If you have sympathy, you people will help us. But it's like all the elders in this village are interested in eating money.
Wow.
But when the time comes for them to use the money for better things, they will run away. Don't mind them. Is it not in this village? Is it not in this village or another village?
What is happening?
We shall see.
You've heard Piccadilly?
I haven't.
Okay. Piccadilly,
a beautiful movie.
Yeah, a young man left university. And for several years, the young man was unemployed. He roamed the whole of Nigeria looking for a job. He didn't find one. One day he arrived home and told his father he's found a job. The father was excited and sat the son down to ask him, what job have you found? The son won't tell the father. The father insisted for days. Eventually the son opened up and told the dad, I want to be an armed robber.
Hey! Oh?
Yeah, I want to be an armed robber. The dad did everything to convince the son. After he failed, he gave his son a 5 and told him, I am a retired, successful armed robber myself.
Thunder fired.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Yeah. Okay? But having decided to follow my footsteps, I will teach you the tenets of armed robbery so you can be successful. And he taught the son 3 things. He said, first, always wear a white dress. Always wear a white dress. He said, second, quote the Bible as often as you can.
My God shall supply all your needs according to the riches in glory to Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And third, play gospel music. And when you do, play it so loud, your neighbors know you are playing gospel music. When you are caught, your neighbors will defend you as Kofi.
Then you are not an armed robber.
Yes. Today, we have Piccadilly armed robbers in our financial sector. It's impossible.
Nana do amamui, papa ye brankasa, ema ye unamane, akwam, nyamen kwanenim. Nana do amamui nye kra. Wama ye hwa siri ye sika ye nyabi. Nana do me do nyame, papa no ye fun.
I penny to the yenny honey free.
Yenny honey free. What the 7. Papa no ye wicked. And it's me thing or near about time. Papa ye bro, ye brankasa.
Break the 1,000. More chocolate break the 10 people. You want nobody as break the 8. Papa, you are home in a Fakonamba.
Akuma FM 87.9 Kumasi.
Pasiabuya. Me have a pejuma. Nani edi can't change something because you might be free. Come across some bush and 4 be free. Eh, time them people for more good depending on us. The moment you have to class, no more can say break the break every time, break the 1,000. Break the 1,000, so break the 8. Meticulous man should bring me. Break the 1,000. More chocolate break the 10 people for you want nobody as break the 8. Papa, you are home in a Fakonamba.
Akuma FM.
Now
Na Iron.
Yeah, papa.
Uji bi pa say papa tie we na na akufado odo asantiman.
Onim bibi. Kan tie ne de ka ha adwene.
Me da say
So be your president. Aka kire say yetisika so. Na be ma youth abasesa. Na watena soro akọ toilet. Ni watena soro adwale de. Udi na hene wasase we so. Sisi am no kese na ntwina mpra utimi nwi bi.
o say yetisika so nso e kom de.
Na jana me ka jo se na ntwina mpra utimi nwi bi. Aya Simon kwa na omoko. Mi wura, me sra wudi wo man amo.
Ya see wo si cathedral.
Cathedral ni dia bra tie. Akom die, wo si enko asore dia mo nko bompae. Unnim dia wo ka, awadi hu mobo.
Unim kayetia.
Me nua minim kajetia.
Unim Kumasi airport.
Minim Kumasi airport.
Ya wo Kumasi.
Ya wo mi Kumasi me ya sante camera.
Unim sewia.
Me minim sewia.
Unim afari.
Minim afari.
Yama ben na we wo ho.
Oh bra.
Mahama wiye da bari nyina obi e.
Why we bia? And what you say kufu adon sasa ko won to aso. Hwe, uko sugar kopa me de we yem fatumo. Hwe danya Mahama esi egu o. Esa wo fo mani skanya na na de anya papa de na ka wo de to aso. Ma soja fo ne police fo ko tenemu na ka hotobo man mu adwumpo ne wo kufu adutim. Ono ne yire Robert Kentino. Omo senya ade omo do omo sa.
Mahama oti Kumasi mu.
Kumama
Sendika, inabeka, miaro, endo, miaro, ejumeyidia, inabeye, miaro, endo, miaro, obredibo, inabebo, miaro, endo, miaro. Asemi besini kwemba miara. Asemi besini miara. Asemi besini kwemba miara. Asemi besini kwemba miara. Obrai besini kwemba miara. Miara. Endo miara. Asemi besini kwemba miara. Asemi miara. Sina besini kwemba miara. Sina besini kwemba miara. Obrai besini kwemba miara. Miara. Endo miara.
Yo abusiafo me ma obi bia akwaba eba eye ene Dr. Rene Jumedi eni die mu a wani gi program no abomodi ana share ma me ma eye abusiafo nyina akwaba na me nchiechi abusiafo nyina ene eja a champo ewa AB Junior wa say my friend is saying Jenny Love so I say Prince was Oliver wa sana ye sister Roberta and so ewa say why be ebusuan for doso Barakis was say a Kontombonsi and so I was say I hope I got the name correct. Aziz the last born and so I was say Sanso and I Tanko Mr. Tanko so my friend is saying you Rask Kutuka and so I was say so na me would say Jenny Love any Roberta Momo make ruko ne papa Emmanuel and so I say Ejano one so I say Zigma was say gunshot was say Mr. Wa new force and so I say Mr. Wa Obaba Modiana share because then some no aye canon and on seminar I know a shit what you say and some no shit. It has everything to do with people's credibility. Tien and some aye canon I know a shit. Share the video with all respect to you. Yema a social media for no a friend is saying Safwa TV ninkos a Nox TV mo any Citizen TV mo ne Pen Dream TV mo a demo yopu mumma munina monfa video no muntieni munfa video no NDC for monfa video no what you say NDC for monfa video no MPP for some fa video no now would sending messages no both Facebook and Telegram team ye Pauline Michiao Sammy Michia, Felicia Michiamo, Nana O Michia Star Dakwa Michia. What do you say? Dine Dorson, Amina Michiamina, KB Michiamina, Thanksgiving born, and so I say, Yentu aso Diana so I say yentu aso Francisca wa ha sanso na she de din de Ghana fo be kunipa shemenze z la barabu maybe la pia wa say Roberta is was Samuel Abane wa say yes of course you be din come afa IMF as a trainer saying why crying IMF we ye nipa ben ana say sebiu we bibi ana why crying IMF and Dr. Ren me mu the propaganda Kufuado any nua Ken Oforiata any Bawumia the two stupid dogs womo ye chere Ghana ene meto me boas na ma break down the purpose ntia Kufuado woni nua Ken Oforiata family and friends womo ti abemu besine ene meka ni nyina ria chere Kufuado has no good mind. He has no a friend say adwene pabi e de ma o my Ghana no. TME, me kind of credit 2019. I told you people, I was GN Radio UK, via a Sky TV, etna United Kingdom, Ekachremo. Said Dr. Ren, I am no more a party member. I am no more an MPP member. After what I read, what I saw, the evidence, and into me catch them say, Kufuado no, ye ko 2020 na mo kotumano Ghana, no. Gradually, they are working with a friend is saying a busuya document kura womo to ensure say you beton Ghana near the Ghana kwesi ahwe here. As I speak to you today, all the source of revenue a Ghana funyano Kufuado has collateralized the source of our revenue. Revenue be a Ghana nyabiano. Kufuado, the wicked man, the two stupid dogs, Kufuado ne Bawumia have collateralized a source of income. Now, what we shall share with these gimmicks, with this politics of gimmicks, the politics of untruth, the politics of deceit, politics of lies, and the Kufuado the bar power. I've told you many times, I don't know, I've lost count. I've told you that the man called a Kufuado is a president without character. I've told you, he is a person without character. When it comes to governance, he doesn't understand. When one take governance as it, he himself admits that on take governance as it. And until he told Ghana for say he will bring us Bawumia to help him so that the economy will be robust, because the economy na mahama any emisa ata edema na ebon na enye. And at that time, I remember or I recall clearly, vividly, say emisa ata say wo Bawumia no wo sa wo economic textbooks no enye no di bumai. When that man, gentleman, emisa ata, may he so rest in peace, a same way. In somewhere Ghana for Kafano, the gentleman from Mori, Central Region, Emisa Ata, and Yerian Zebeni. Or Kanyas assembly to MPP for trim. So textbooks economic accounts na economics no. And ya no the boom mind. It goes beyond that. We antiasia. Today, Bawumia the head of the economic management team. Dollar no, I want to say. City no ehemfanenam, and we have the free fall of what the city, free fall of the city, and the city in the crowd will buffer because one more catcher is a woman day. Now one more bad, they have the men to give us governance per salon, and one more buyer. All that they know is to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Look, we've come into Mpempe-Subia. The truth needs to be spoken, and it needs to be spoken very loud and clear, with no shame, with no apologies. Uhunu kokwa say it is koko. Uhunu tuntum akase tuntum, because wa mind be ya na frame no me no no cry be di ama wa mind no. Not political parties, not individuals. Look, the man called a Kufuado, not only is he a propagandist, but he's a man who has no character when he's subai. Or can someone on dining so? A Kufuado is the opposite of everything that he says. Or catch us obesi agenda 88 our boy won't see. Or catch us obesi agenda 111 our boy on yet. Or catch us shasura our boy form, because he is the opposite. I told you in 2019 that a Kufuado has no credibility. A Kufuado will be a Sebio. We have made the greatest mistake to vote for somebody called Akufo-Addo. Ghana, enye ye chefa ne Akufo-Addo. Enye ye chefa ne Bawumia. Enye ye chefa ene Ken Ofori-Atta. But they deceived us with pastors, with imams, with opinion leaders, with chiefs, with celebrities. They deceived the Ghanaian to think, say, because they have lived in Aburokyire. Which I mean, kind of cringe. And you will be our Aburokyire the Kusku Kusian Womau, Esuan Yansan. Obi wa ba Aburokyire on the botaya or the buy sikape. Enti a dear friend of Woma Yesua, I de kaya brabon a better your life no, or yebi, or no dear no basu or be pesika kusi die. No, I de when you be, no coffee, a coboni bra. Enti incofobe brenu a back country, and you mean a babisuan named Diani Yansan. And you will be to say a Akufo-Addo now Tinidia, and yes, what Aburokyire will be Suanim Dieu. There be 1957 and the dear Akufo-Addo United Kingdom. One Besuan dear. It was because his parents were better when Nkrumah gained independence in 1957. TME. Let the truth be told, the propaganda Akufo-Addo at the far Santemine so, at the Toma Akaimine, at Toma Westerners, at Toma the Central Region people, at Toma the Western Region people, at Toma the Ashanti people, at Toma Greater Accra people. That propaganda no. And no na say no ye chiremu na mo tin sembias na mo tin no kre no se ne do kre ne tie. Freedom fighters, we are not here to joke, we are not here to play. We are here to speak truth to power, irrespective of whoever you are. Maybe Dr. Remy Fumwa Simabo. TME. If I mess up, Simabo, because I need to learn. Life is what a problem-solving world. Will be Fumwa no Yansa wom. Akufo-Addo da nanke ni mse sebiu. Ni age when yano. So be di o minus what they are getting partner bebu mine. One fast save you perceiving kumina. One for greediness, one for corruption in from mine. Because you shut Ghana noa. And painful do one woman dig or mine nim and now or mine ye found with the a shas ye may a bob but I know Musa. She Kwame Nkrumah age and be a president. No, sir. And did not experience in him dear the Kabakas and Akufo-Addo said when you be saying Kwame Nkrumah. Kutu a champion no sir. Then so she could to a champion new ma was Yama ye wa Ghana. Then catches and Akufo-Addo de Waba, and so a jet a duchem at the Maye. Ah, Rollins, they say no, they go no yakara. Rollins, they so no yapada. Aquada on what to you, and they jaw far quines who free jatu, Yamia and Abdum no ye cool no bedi into woman ya no mususa. But a Akufo-Addo de no one yenny. Near Susu wa Kusku, is what Aburokyire when you would day. To one of the Waba, per experience, 40 years in politics is not a joke. One share baby, one fa baby for frombra, one change it, don't change the narratives. One says some new memo, one me uno some pa waba. Hey, Akufo-Addo, one me and says Sifon, one man in Guasia can Ghana for, one man in Guasia can Santemine, one man in Guasia can MPP, and I will come and share, or two for Crobia Santehene, I see Akufo-Addo, or you will be a mua dear. What the smart, a henna na henny, our women share palace. Said Umfamfa, a Dr. Ren, you can teach free farmers to say, Moncantra a Akufo-Addo in MP, and say, Woman, what dear name 2024. Mahama no almost were incompetent, you know. Omo Asantema from the Menshia Palace, they will fight and sure said they compete against MPP and into me file 47 Ashantis, no more standing for parliamentary seats in all the Ashanti region. It tells you that Asantis, they are fed up with this Akufo-Addo's governance. They are fed up with this Achim Ebuakwa small mafias who are dictating the destiny of Ghana. Because when you know the I see it to be more preambles, I see it to be more briefing, now 10 sembias, it is a dasukwa, what 10 someone ranting in Maba 1 eka. When you are sitting, that's will be car, once what church anymore. So Dr. Ren, any freedom fighters, woman someone much church them any. Mamma chira wumuya. Ya ka IMF. Edino International Monetary Fund. International no kra management say enye local ade. Eya manonefo nyina ka ho bi. Nkronkro ahodo bebre ne yaka ye ho abom. Ana nkronkro ne se yagege to. Ye be gege sika free nkronkro nyina ho. Na se kina bi so ekuro bi ho ka. E wo sika semu ana ne sika semu enjina yi a ahodi nimu a yakobua saa kuro no Akufo-Addo ne nua Ken Ofori-Atta and Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. I said the vice president and the president are the two most stupid dogs in Ghana. No, one timase. Ome di Ghana fuel. Mama Ghana for ni padodo bebre no and says for me wu. Businesses have been collapsed. When my friend is saying, meaning Kofi Amwa being UT Bank deliberately. Ken Ofori-Atta collapse UT Bank. And so a man who opposition, now UT Bank gonna copper bossing free. Wicked souls and wicked human beings leading the nation. TME, ye niabre. Ye can IMF. Maybe chira da Ghana joining IMF. I Akufo-Addo the propaganda in opposition. A tone futrogu asante mayeni. A tone futrogu akaimayeni. Because akaimayeni the MPP baye. A asante fo na the MPP baye. How many MPs in the Asante region? I dem MPP ba power and me to me boas me chere enye ntokwa enye bufuo so enye nimdie kwan so sene abre nyina no ye no Ghana joining in joining IMF 20th September 1957 choroto ho opa adesua na sua homa na sua nyansa na me kai chere say ahade obade ya na wa onim show no anie wati ase show no anie no kremre no and no anie this week no weekend we weekend is action pack. This weekend action pack. Next week ubehunu MPP for one foot soldiers ye be treat is come 1 million 2 million 3 million monko cancel phone eno ye kwa koma wo musika ne bitemie ye be kan okore ne wa ne akere ne aka no okore na akere tumi tiemie no okore ne be kan de akere tumi enti sene me kan IMF ye joining 20th September 1957 Kwame Nkrumah birthday da ben wa obehunu obetwa no bebo me nsem e amount when obehunu say you joining IMF no in 1957 Dr. Ren we be say how many countries and joining IMF countries do was saying and joining IMF because we need to teach the Ghanaian say propaganda MPP for emra NDC for a friend is saying eko pesi kefri IMF for and ye kwa IMF ni wo mu data you joining IMF in 1957 20th September but the propagandist Akufo-Addo twisted money ye say ye kwaya die huhu bi akwaje bosia Kwame Nkrumah won 21st September 1909 Ghana joining Ghana independence what 6 March 1957 6 March 1957 sa year chrono 20th September into March April May June July August and August August September and you joining IMF Mami monsema enuamu amukai ne ni tete ni Josephine so broja ene maybe like Samilton utimi so ye fantimi akoda ni dini boy de enye easy Samilton pa dini bono enna from TME yakwa yanim yesua de Nathaniel Harris mami bo mesema enti Ghana joining IMF 1957 20th September remember sir Kwame Nkrumah birthday 21st September so Nkrumah knew exactly tactically he wanted us to join IMF because when him say IMF kubia would join here you will not spend what you will not have a frugal spending you can say frugality will be our spending sika 1 million Obi oye bibia he lives a frugal life obi oye bibia won fanyansa bi ntoto oye ni bibia keke ene Akufo-Addo no won ayo mu bibia keke o man fanyansa nto enti no IMF na ye womu no ye kopa busia bowom enkasa afa ne ye ko join you and we are going to IMF ye womu dada because we joined in 1957 the 20th of September so already no we are what a contributor ye wo IMF me tue ye ntoso ye tue ye sika ye friend is saying ye see kanka de ma IMF me be chira de ntia IMF ne tie me be chira wo mu akro dodo a ka IMF what you say Akufo-Addo mo de propaganda a ton futuro gu Ghana fo ani me say Asante Hene tie me ye Asante Hene aka asem bi na meto me bo asena mabɔ modern na maka Asante Hene asem a ode asoma ahene na ahene a ofiri Manhyia Palace Asante Hene asem a wo ka ne say Akufo-Addo yɛ obi a wɔnka nokorɛ, wɔndi nokorɛ. Ɔyɛ obi a sebio wɔne nokorɛ abɔ nsan ho. Ɛno nti 2024 ɛbɛyi Asanteman ɛbɛma MPP ehu no sɛ nya Asante a nka MPP ama power. Tiemie. We free menhia wo. Asɛm a wotumfo ɛde atom fra memu a ɛwɔ hɔ no. Menhia bu afu. Ɛnyɛ easy. Because nsɛm bebre Akufo-Addo kaayɛ no. Wɔn di ne nsɛm so, wɔn di ne bɔhyɛ so. Mamema wo nkuro a join IMF. Na die nti na Ghana Kwame Nkrumah ma join IMF. Bebe kyerɛkyerɛ wo mu. Osua nyansa wa ha. Futuro na mpanyimfo MPP for tugu manim no. Wo mi nsua nyansa wa. Yenya mu nimdeɛ. Wo di bibi echi a osua nyansa wo. The International Monetary Fund is an organization of 190 countries. 190 countries and joining IMF. Ekuro mako 190. Inti emra Akufo-Addo wo tum futuro egu yani. Wo tum futuro egu yani say, oh Ghana Mahama de akwa IMF na IMF na Mahama de akwa no nyansen nim crack. We are not going to any IMF no. It was miseducation. They miseducated us. Instead of being honest and truthful, say Ghana for IMF, we are member. We've been members since 1957, the 20th of September. Woman cannot correct. Woman here who say a crown Kasebit say Belgium, a member of the IMF. Woman here who say Krobit say Bolivia, Canada, China. These countries are all members of the IMF. IMF, a organization as I would join here. We seek how I will spend it. One may check and balance for accountability sake. TME. One when we dry MPP for dry, you know. And I hear na say, Nananuma Gunsa, Eddie Tia MPP way, no many guasi will bedroom our Mahama name. And someone can't so Mahama so, one by own somebody a bro a do anywhere. And one way. Mahama ye incompetent to, and the one with the only one so incompetent in the a ye do chim a bin so a bin bata. The only government about power when your revenue, both income and loans, when you're not do a Akufo-Addo. And so per secondary school bakumpa Akufo-Addo won't see it. Wo per hospital bako pe Akufo-Addo won't see it. Do you want him to see Yanko Bubula Hospital? Ye Bubula Hospital ya untiminsi. Do you want him to see Yan collapse business? And so business you collapse here. Won him how are you to me a be a. This is the Akufo-Addo that we are talking about. This is the MPP. You see beer money ahead of 2024. Now thank God for freedom fighters. And thank God for the Fix the Country conveners. Yen freedom fighters. Yen kwaji amaya ye dano. Ye kasama for ma Fix the Country. TME. Yen so song kwasi asem some phones. Yen ye di jatumo ja mini ya ohini David Beckham chero. Inti hanse ne ye bana se Beckham no cry chero trudo. I mean, can't you, baby? Wealth is power. With wealth, many things are possible. With wealth, many things are possible. And Nkrumah knew that with wealth, many things are possible. And so he joined the IMF. He joined the IMF. Said, IMF, ebe check and balance. Edi amani kuru Ghana. China is a member of the IMF. Canada is a member of the IMF. Bolivia is a member of the IMF. France is a member of the IMF. Greece, Iceland, Iraq, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Norway, Philippines, South Africa, United Kingdom, United States. All these great countries are members of the IMF. So what wrong? Anna Mahama, yeah. Who are joining? Now, which Rabban no GCK free kunim. Now, Akufo-Addo say we are members of the IMF, but then they politically twisted it and said a whole lot because they were desperate for power. Desperation can make people lie. Akufo-Addo and his brothers and sisters were so desperate for power because only them knew what they wanted the power for. One thing that they wanted the power for was to collapse Ghana, was to destroy the nation. And then that one, you catch them freedom fighters. You catch them face the country, say, 11 Nkwesiaga. Our destination is a HIPIC. I told you, Ghana is a highly indebted poor country. In 2019, before COVID-19, I told you, say you compare Bosnia and Iditiaka. Gabi Asamoah, the joker, Gabi the joker, Asamoah workers, and Chebeka compare Bosnia and Iditia workers. Already, you compare Bosnia, their service a debt. What you say? You compare Bosnia, no, near Sadia Kwakutia Bosnia. Nyansa Benegu is because of what? The political, a friend is saying, foolish policies are MPP are buying you want to buy. The number one policy, yes, the collapse of the banking system. And I said it loudly. I said that this is what? One of the most stupid and Shishaya Kufuado Diaba. When even Kennedy Japan can say, oh, banking system, I was against it because I knew say a krobia be a year. No musika sembe tumponwa. E jina sika dodua e kroma for ne wo. Any sika womu save wo bank. Any amount for timinya says it can be diga. Etimidi ko gaso. Etimidi go about their daily activities. And this wo kro. Now, Manfwe be banks, indigenous Ghanaians, citizens, be banks, and the people, some of them had customers over 1 million, and people were doing business with the local banks and with the rural areas, the villages. That's all your man paying now bar. Now, even if there are challenges with these banks, what you do is say, when you cushion them by giving them a needed assistance. But in the case of Ghana, no. Because they had premeditated and planned out what all that they came and I'm a catcher of 2019 so they are what the John 10:10. They came to steal, to kill, and to collapse businesses, and that is why they started collapsing Dr. Indum's business, the GN Bank. And I told you in 2019, said this is what is going to cause the nation. Number two, Mekacha said the free SHS is not going to help us. The best thing we could do is to give the Ghanaian free vocational and technical education, because a man with skills, he appears before kings and queens, because your skills will make way for you, because the skills will make you more creative. In this classroom, the formal education, a normal education system. I mention Sanujuma, mention baby papa be a sebu, Samanyan to school, pompa and qua, make me be a boy who to say carpentry, to say masonry, to say a friend is saying, tailoring, seamstress, I will still become what? A liable to the society of the country. These two policies. And at that time, I hailed this man. A friend is saying, Gifty Auntie Nikuno, we born abaso because what they two work ye, and me at Tinio maybe I say. Or me at Tiasia say, ye free SHS no. And in some baby because I'm pempen so no Ghana edu no. You need skills. The skill labor in the it is a skilled labor in what they are. Then we don't need to give free SHS, but then we should give free vocational and technical education, as Mahama was proposing when he was in opposition. He's still in opposition though. TMA. But what changed? Because the men that we voted for never thought of these things. You see, in life, you need to be purposeful driven. Repeat it after me. Purposeful driven. Don't just do anything anyhow. If you're going to do something, have a purpose. What is my purpose? Me but tire me yes I do and the same. MPP buy one more but tire pa and the same. Ubi some be development, free SHS, everything free SHS. And so everything that they claim say what my yen so cry and you 419. They claim say yes see are dying. Corner for when you question dying away. They claim see yeah kwan. For when you kwahwe akwan no, e wa hene dodo no o maka so maye no. Eni sika no o mo so mo dey akwan no. Ukwahwe mu a akwan tantan, akwan fu. So clearly no, the economic policies no Akufo-Addo, led by Akufo-Addo and Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, the two stupid dogs, the Bregana no. Enya policies are na ebe boy and Dutch. And that is why in 2019 no, I did a video with this cinema John Dramani Mahama, former president, said the only thing this man called Akufo-Addo understands is an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. And do not sit down quiet. Speak. Because that is the only person he is afraid of. He's not afraid of anybody. You have the numbers, so talk. Listen to me and listen to me good. Today, IMF Kona ye joining. Ye kobomo busia biem. When in busia boy Akufo-Addo buy wabo. Wasa akwa je busia. When in busia dodo a wabo. Wako pe busia. Coronavirus buy. When in sika dodo ye nyaye. Amanone for the buaye. Countries don't want to be the buaye. Akufo-Addo say wako pe busia. This man is a very shameful man. This man ukwa so na wo bompa say metia bonsam so mehuri makosoro metia bonsam so bonsam no ne Akufo-Addo no. I'm telling you the truth. Wo bonsam no ne Akufo-Addo ne Bawumia. Wo bonsam no ne Ken Ofori-Atta mo. Because they are wicked people. Ken Ofori-Atta you will be and come resign. This is a man, he has a liver disease. Wakwa transplant. Liver transplant. Will go through and you my agony. And so still because he can DNA and brain corruption was met in a finance ministry for pim time. The MPP is not ashamed of it. The MPP men that we thought were credible, men that we respected, names that when we hear, we will bow. Those days when we were growing up. And when we hear those names, I am saying, Nyansano, a power. And a dear Akufo-Addo, the end watcher. So when what Jin so, ya can't munti, Debi no, Debi no, and a shaman. Akufo-Addo will be the most he will leave office as the worst president Ghana ever had. But Akufo-Addo no free work, we will write stories. We will teach the Ghanaian. That is why I am calling the NDC to impeach Akufo-Addo. So that a Chinebino, a Bekwa Bakwa Sims or opinion be buyer, near friend Akufo-Addo, because of the frugal spending tea. Or boy and Kadodo. Collateralize all our friends saying source of funding for 30 good years. Esla, then you what collateralizing in then Mahama no one so incompetent no. The Busia Kakra wo boy, she numa wo jema Ghana. What time wo kwadura Jini America to you. No one yes abada this is abon sam. No krewa wa yen tu sebi. Mahama no wo yen numa. 2019 yebeko 2020 busa MP before we UK. When the campaign message by SEM preaching kwabantini, we catch them and say, hey, mukona mo development, eko kam, because when it comes to development, nobody under this fourth administration, nobody ever Mahama. I gave them the research, I gave them everything. Sikani padi juma. The cost of a friend is a prices of materials. So to be yes, I knew my way. When there was a epidemic, the hospital I will see COVID-19, but what to say Akufo-Addo AC hospital because dear Mahama see airport Akufo by the baby kakra Mahama dear way we see another terminal Akufo will be a move and put your born a mo because not jato you took kwan near bread arrival departure wa near fa jato and be a move Akufo be him. Mahama de wembiemu usi fufuro kan o time wo kwaduru yesi de Jini America na nyame nhyira de onim papa no na wanye no yebone de onim no kore no nso no wanka no yebone nso ma because truth no it set us free o ka ho to TME and TM Yansem. And for political parties, Kekawadino. Ye political party, no, Nafa Ghana, Chenishe. February wadwinim because political party no ebeto Ghana no Ghana ne ma passport MPP ma passport udu kotoka so wo ko Jamaica wo ko France wo ba mi krom UK ha na ka so wo MPP passport ye bebo waso wo be sign ye be che watom because enya no ne fast so di tukan on se ba omi ayedi on so want me nkasa on say yenua wale ni yeni no anka sebio se nkoma ne nyansa ne nim de kire ne bibi no on so onko ba bia call Nkensen Aka no a vice president edumre bia na nim guase ba no manka se firi akonya ne so ba wo mi ayu obi a maka kire mo se mususu se Akufo-Addo ye worse ba wo mi ano ono oye times 1 million than Akufo-Addo oye worse than Akufo-Addo upo obi a ne timu edene aba wo mi oye wicked than even Akufo-Addo upo obi a won kanokra ba wo mi ono ne on kanokra kra say Akufo-Addo. He tricked Akufo-Addo ba wo mi. He used his lips to trick Akufo-Addo. That damn okay economic terms kona kubusa Mrs. Buzia kokana kubusa Kabrofu be na economic when the fundamentals are weak, the city will expose you today. Let us ask our brother Bawumia. City no ewahine. I expose you and I expose you. And Bawumia na beke Kabrofu tan be the chere Ghana for. Ah, Murefi Ghana for so there. Murefi nsemu. Mamenkin kai mu bia. Bawumia beke chere ye. Obekin kan sem bebre wo de mamen fa bi kura nto body so na ye nyina ye nsua de hwade we Bawumia na bai o se de Dr. Bawumia o se the economic team of the MPP. What a solid team, what a stupid team. TME o se de Dr. Bawumia, Professor Jambafo, Dr. Akoto Osei, Dr. Efriye Akoto, Honorable Alan Chemante, Boachi Ejako, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafo-Maafo. What a solid team. It's not a solid team. What a stupid team. These men, they are the most stupid men Ghana Enya. Stupid men, stupid. Men too sebi, men today. You see, the only thing that cancels insult is results. These men never gave us a result. Let us insult them because we pay them to do a job. We have paid them with the taxpayers' money to do a job for us, and they have failed. They gave us F cubes. They have given us F in chains. It is not a solid team. And yet, what a stupid team. The two most stupid dogs are President Akufo-Addo and Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia. When this man mounted the stage, he was telling the whole world that they had a solid team. Little did we know that that team that they claimed was solid was nothing but stupid team who came to steal our money. TME to me. This is where we speak truth to power without fear or favor. The only thing that stop insult is a result. TME. So one thing I'm is being TME, useless ministers. TME. But when we have been platforms, now some men okay. Asemo okay ni. Professor Jambafo, Dr. Akoto Osei, Dr. Efriye Akoto, Honorable Alan Chemante, Boachi Ejako, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafo-Maafo. What a solid team. And he was doing his goofowl. No, what was rich Ghana for? Goofouls no was rich. Goofowl no was rich. Today, I announce to you that these men were the most stupid team at Ghana. Wemo. Oma jiyen 11 sika. Ewia yen botom sika. The homosache ye botom ewia mo de yen kwa IMF. Se bosiana ekuro no ayetim no eku na ayedwan yen san gimu sika biem. This year the Akufo-Addo bebi a obekobia o de Ghana din akwa akwaje bosi. O de me ne umi enu din. Na me enti na me comedy as me comedy wo nka wo de me comedy because o de me din akwaje bosia. TME. Me, Dr. Ren. Ekufuado di midin akwaje bosia ntina me bu afu no. Wo bu mfu a fine. Esono wo ena sono me. Me me sika de. Wo di midin kwaje sika e se wo ma me bi. Ekwaje ye wo ma me bi. So I have every right as a citizen of Ghana. So me come adwene a kire Ekufuado. That is what me come adwene a kire Ekufuado because di midin akwaje bosia. Wo di midin wo kwa IMF, wo di midin kwaje bosia. Wo kwaje bosia in the name of Ghana. Me Ghanaian. Ti me come adwene. If you don't want to talk, keep yourself. Who see cano, ebia, or did you so do see cano by your person or the ebia, would you found one me a family? Because me see cano, me ye been a medicine, me yelling me money, me penanamoa, any me busia, any sebu, a janka money, a friend say Kaya ye phobia, Yamia da Roma, a showmanka crank, men so me a person, maybe. To who dear won't canker one too. Me, what the meeting, I'm a stakeholder, I will gun. I'm a citizen. Una obuefu na Ekufuado disika edi wudi nkwaji sika won kasa wo na obuefu me de meka me madwene se kwasi ampanyinifuo we no nkwasi ampanyinifuo we mu Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia nkwasi ampanyinifuo be ka say they had a solid team ye. These foolish people told us they said they had solid team. They told us they said 11 no crowd there by butgie e bin mayenye sika yenko IMF na yewom ni anje bosia. IMF na yewom ni ankwaje bosia. They lied to us. TME. These are wicked people. These are wicked men. Wicked men destroying this nation. Now the most painful aspect is one moment dabruchre. As I speak to you now, Ekufuado ne mano, omugugu abrocha am to try japade ma wo. As I speak to you now, Bawumia ma egugu abrocha want to try japade de ma wo. What Bawumia yare or United Kingdom. Ekufuado yare wo UK or san wo yare. Every week be on so mo yare. Baba say ebe hwehwe mo gem. What about a Ghanaian child? But General Bekache said this was the solid team. And menshia palace. Ahene nana. Mami kasim winchel. Yes, and menshia buafu. A free last week na menshia fu mu buafu menshia palace. Otum for crop ya sante hene. Ahene nana say yanchi Dr. Bawumia entu cells. Ahene nana hene. Ye ka ahene nana ahemfo e wokumase asante mamu nyina wona ne da wo ma no. Ono okasa otumfo na akasa. Osi yanchi Bawumia entu cells no you be won kan no kore. Yes. So be dada Ghana for say wachi cedi no wachi dollar no de ama eye friend say upon bu enu de ato cells eye na say ne cedi no ahoden ekofom a Bawumia no yanchi nintum because you be won kan no kore. And then otumfo kasa mafo asamo a say Dr. Remy kan kire mo. Yes, ahene na ahene. Asamo a de tu dwa no. Ana ka say yeboa. Bebubo mu na edi wa anu wate ase. Komanhia na kobusa. Wate ase. Wicked people. When the days Mahama took the bull by the horn, our dear call IMF a woman or Jibusia woman. Mahama no and Jimmy you. He took the bull by the horn. Because we said no, the frugality any new my coso on the system and koye into a status watching ministers. Because none of the ministers would be bokro no. So he took the bull by the horn and what Jibusia were IMF. And was status or the year new market de Magana. Ekufuado de taking the bull by the one said there be about G and IMF, about G E-Levy, about to 2 years about to be very sick and sana. Or the Aqua IMF. We also aside the Aqua Epic because Kronanka destination a highly indebted poor country. We are heavily indebted poor country. We are opinion with the measures in Shishaya and Eba. Ah, Kronuma for whom I warm. Yankwa ya continent no nipa dodo e wo Europe emba ye kuro ni mo bepa adwuma wo e Africa nkwa continent na ye mu dodo no a ye dwane ye free kuruma ba mo na ni ha de busa ho se nya nhyehyɛ ye papa enke mu bi ye bedwane abetena awo wei mu a se bi wonua no mo papa no abusuafo bi wo kura na wo mfa wani hu wo mo ka nya struggle mental struggle. Kasa ye easy. We share Ghana abrochiri kuro nmu a enkofo dodo na enam se enkrata sem ti wo mte win no mo ye ma hye wo mo. We share ma Almost 19 years were brought to me come fee. Or won a ban on the banana 1 year with Jan the war, which rent. I'm paying for a ban woman to turn your mayor, was the young Kayanun too. Nanado is a time waster. He has wasted the Ghanaian time. Instead of Samra, and she said in 2019, when I said, IMF. Because IMF say, you will not be frugal in your spending. You will spend wisely. You'll be what? Purposeful in your spending. The frugality of the spending of a Akufo-Addo, renting luxurious jet. And when people are speaking, when chiefs and opinion leaders are voicing out, when imams and Dr. Ren and the freedom fighters and things that can do, we are saying, he doesn't care. With disrespect. Recently, I offer you 20,000 euros. What do you mean? Na me no me no ye na mabrabom ne nyina ye ho akere ye na me do din e ka me ho din ho e kwaji sika e wo alaji ana Amina ho na mka cho so Amina o me bra we amene na amno me ne me nyina e bese e behunu wo Amina so alaji ana haji aso ide asemwa haji aso de na bese behu me so haji a abrabo na nkoyi ma me ne me nua no ti me ne me nua na ye decide say e ba beji sika wo o so okay. Send a way, so I have 10,000. A bit in the assault here. I be papa. I'm a it means scaba between our can. Me was Miniano, I may didn't do quite when you mushi you. Nama Kojisican. You are not, with their faka. Lamu limousine, with the name commercial bontes. Ye see, yes, and I made France. Name me ceremony, I made France. I wait a minute, I go 5 year shop and I say, hey. Kwabena bra uni akwa me abeje bosia o hye me da sei se mba betua mo betua se hwe me o se hwe uni na abeje wa besensan wa udin ni se aja se okay me free police for aba abeje me ntise kwabena no me kama no atumo wo na wo tise kwabena no be kama no atuma kama no tum me kasa Akufo-Addo bedin ede bedin jebosia me kama no tum no krano me catch them. Say me yana yes me dinner tema me dinner tem me yaw me say me yana yes me yaw na me yaw no. Me suru. Yes, unfa usika nhia me nsem se me mfa nhwe Ghana. Untua me boso me ka. Ma me free fuel. Ma me dine free ma me name. So if you use my name to go and collect loan, that's also the baby baby nyuma ebe sisi school adan. Na me nuanom ntimi me nuanom om dan enkwanchen anopam sori anopa just om de bibi esi om tiso akwakoton just a small boy koye gwala 2 hours so akotua the school fees na ni ntu kwa bebosia na de abehye so man ye na sa ho kire wenyina no ye ho be han na oba na kwaje busa na couple me I will speak my mind to you. I will tell you my mind. Yes, one born one die. I will tell you my mind. This is the behavior of a Akufo-Addo. Yatena kroma ya idin. What do you think kwaje bosia? We are the man yere ne ma. Abe shopping e wo Oxford Street. Yes. Abe shopping. And then I'm France, yes shopping. Then I'm USA, yes shopping. They said the old tabby waji na sorry masika na yere then I'm France, Louis Vuitton or the yes shopping no. Yes. Ebe kaya adwene. Enkopem da ben na Ghana ni de bia enkofa Libya. Enkofa Agades. Enkofa Niamey. Enko friend is saying Switzerland, Germany. Enko nam your friend is saying Italy. Enko to da ben with the gold, with the diamond, with the boxer, with the manganese. You ain't paying for the gui anymore say it will be my so. And the black man has no respect anywhere he goes in this life. Because the leaders are so stupid and so dumb that anywhere we go, we don't even gain respect. Because when the leaders of the Europeans are sitting down with our leaders are not thinkers. They don't come out with any policies that will benefit the unborn child. And I was saying, me de mean kas me ntese kwabena o. Me so ankasa otirimo yi bone. Ya ankasa ye de honhon ye de tifienti na Akufo-Addo ne nebusua Ken Ofori-Atta mo. Oni nebusua e friend say akwana na no kese say a friend is saying, box I or no. Asante bedu to what she jot sa. And we say sikano. We need to talk, we need to be bold. You need you need giant. And you will be mpa you see. Because Ghana no so yabo. We don't want anybody to die because of this useless and these two stupid good dogs. Akufo-Addo and Bawumia. You will be a you see. And I'm telling you, many abre. Yes. What do you to Akufo-Addo? Do you know how much Akufo-Addo is paid to think for us? Don't come and talk nonsense. Yes. When we have a lampo, taxes, all because they want to see the nation move. Look at the prices of cement. See prices of fuel. I mean, this is what we can do tomorrow. I want to come and cover Obusia wajia. Kwabena no woni mo hwe no. Me come adwene a kire. Because Ghana does not belong to Akufo-Addo alone. It does not belong to a friend saying a Achimebu Akwafo here. Offer repenya mwetia. I know no what chebi. Wama yedi galamse nisi kape nisi ke ni bre ase ni brimu no. Awo babetena radio so no di atro. Se brimu enim aye fe. Na no cry to me sense you no. Ya ye de nke be kan adwene. The friend okoji amai. Any freedom fighters no. Yen twem will be me kan kire yen si yenka. Yen twem MPP ni NDC no will speak our mind. Ade enye na enye. What they call heaven back from enye. What is wrong is wrong. The governance of Akufo-Addo is nothing but wickedness. The governance of Akufo-Addo is nothing but wickedness, evil, propagating evil against his own people. Akufo-Addo, I've told you, say he's a man with character. He's an evil man. Ukwa sorry na wo bompaye. Say nyankopon kumbo nsambia. Ma umpaye bonu ko Jubilee House. And when some phobia go, I'm lucky with destiny, a financial prosperity and breakthrough. Woman, I saw bomb pie in the tier woman. Because no, the answer or no to me bomb or the answer sense say, Papa, no, D, no. Woman at Jubilee House, no. Woman, July B House, one. Ria and Operiana and Jody go UK, and Operiana and Jody go America. And any time and every time. The black man is always in search of greener pastures in the land of the foreign. Why? Foul passport in power. Even the states of Africa. But Abruche Benyam Krata. Baby. It is called what? In Shishaye. Measures, good measures. Good measures. Among for the Guaquem. If I've been in him, you're the two form. Why must we suffer? When we have gold, when we have diamond, bauxite, manganese, why should we suffer? When we have the land that grow corn, why must we go and buy corn from the man who does not even have the land? I'll bet him they are planting corn, unless we use artificial method. But you just by chance, throw any corn on the ground, it germinates. Nasu. Se kronum koye a mpemfo mu di anim no. Adwene ne nya yewu. Omo adwene ne nya adwuma. No kre no. Asem no kre we nso. Menhia palace se men kan che so ye nto hu sabi. Tie nto sabi no. Let us be bold. Because you are bold ena ochinebino. Your man be young kwa ewa China. Your man be young kwa ewa UK. Your man be young kwa ewa America. I sheni ye bedu merebino. Na me no mi no mano. Slave trade na ya abolish na asabe bi. Everything is possible. Just like Nkrumah said, Obroni wan ko woni pemu. When you because when you sign bond in the time you do years work 100 years but toss was one call. But by force and the 2 different years. The Bruno and I so about call. Obian was honey good and no because we can and what to be. Ombe hunu say asas na asas papa. Emma yem bibia ye mope. Ko yem an ko nya asas no. Na asas no so de oduma koma twedi ampon bataya dom de dom ye de cheye. Omayen gold wendi abro. Obi abeka che so Nyankopon timu adene wo ye nipa bi ni obo nipa bi ni abro bi aka che ne se onko hospital, psychiatric hospital, onko hwe na adwenem. Nyame anya ya bro. Eja ben wo ye ne ma bro wo che wo mu gold, eja pade. Eja ben onu ni timu adin o ma ne ma diamond, bauxite, manganese. Anya ya bro. Ya ne di yan wa bro. We are very wicked and evil. Look at the governance of Akufo-Addo. It's nothing but evil. And if you go to church and you are praying against evil, know that Akufo-Addo is evil. When your pastor tells you pray against any evil man, mention Akufo-Addo's name. He's an evil man. Compare the part. Very wicked. Destroy people's company. Companies that people built in the 80s. Yes, don't you know? Dr. Indum started his company in 1980. Yes. Through it all. Weighing him through the days of war and coup. Weighing him. He still stayed in Ghana. Yes, Dr. Indum. And built his own bank. Then you come and you collapse it. Dr. Tufo was a finance minister. He did not collapse Data Bank. He had the power as a finance minister to collapse Data Bank. But he was not wicked. He was not evil. He didn't collapse Data Bank. As near was something in what one where you go, they were fast no nyuma. Yembie ya no kasa. Ewi a obeka kire yesa na downfall and the young couple breboni Akufo-Addo. Show me your friend and I'll show you my character. And then the tumfo ati ahemfi menshia palace Dr. Rem me se tumfo tiwa wakasa. Ewe nibre so na ebufuo so. Because in someone and an animal Dr. Ren or your quadeshie e ka kire wo mo so mo ntie. And then they say aba enyina na ye tofi wo ne pepepe. And then they say aba o me no mien na kwadwomu aye to tomatoes ne po pepepe. Eko ba omi akogina malata dwom. I was see the real economy no and the market no. And the real economy no. And yet the no na food soldiers in kwasi ampanyini for no man num wi anonom ginseng anonom your friend is saying keba show ne alomo ne a friend is saying black label better radio so kasa amodi alcohol kasa no alcohol related talks no we know me kodwom a kodwo upon kromo se na yeri kodwom bosumi bia so won to ne chop morning because they be obekodwom bia atunyo me kwasi ampanyini kodwom upon kroma ba better radio so e defend Akufo-Addo because on toffee well on tuadanka the car wotwi aban na dia ma no dwene wo hu na fight ma kro no enya political party because Japadia no me no me ye dinka ho na me boy in Ghana for a purpose and for a reason. And I almost IMF. We bobo chere time I join here. In Kurodu one ka IMF. Besi na 190 countries and the IMF. America can be, UK can be, China can be, Canada can be. We don't quite come for so many music. But I'm a catcher. My more education can clandestine here. TBA. Kwaya IMF efa so many music. I can chere. IMF resources mainly comes from the money that countries pay as their capital subscription or quotas when they become members. The Ghana you joining, you try your quota, you try your membership dues. And the IMF. But Akufo-Addo no we one country because he's a propagandist. He's a man without character. His words, his deeds, and his actions are never in tandem. He says one thing, he does something different, and he keeps promising. A man without character, sana ni subaintie. Obe kansem we, e chana no adanna no nam no shebo. Sana Akufo-Addo tie. Me tena say, me analyze it, and me say he's a man without character. No kurem free na no. And the man in kabi biwe. Ochinabeka so one kind, or Casa agenda 88 mamma. I didn't want to as a Syrianka say a agenda 111. One just one in the say Facebook for Dr. Ren for say, wouldn't mean yummy and then Conagores we see the hospital. Or Henry, our tomb for Sumano has been vindicated. We have vindicated the Facebook for your can, freedom fighters for your can, face the country for your can. Say a Kufad won't mean see agenda 1119. See, can it be in the war? 2019, Ghana was broke. Then you can't was saying 2019, the country was broke. Yeah, compare Bosnian in the BTA workers. Let any finance minister come here. We will sit down. We will do a financial analysis. Pa. The agenda back 2019. Come on, friend saying Dr. Thompson. 2019, a day and a buyer Ghana. Now the country was broke. Why the nation? I just see some phone should be near Frank for the we have to be angry. Ghanaians are not angry enough because you want one and you shamo. I'm on a phone a chefie. Sabi ya ba man na yensu ya mbe to sense she papa bi wo ke benya sike bi abehwamo. Can't you get it? How long would you get this sense? When, Ghana? When are you going to get this sense? You're back UK. Ana brofia she pa ke benya adwuma ni bi abaye ahwemo. Uko USA. Ana she papa ni wa Kabenya green card abe American citizen anya sika kofie. Ayan hyehyɛ. Ade na de hyehyɛ ne ba ya adwene. Nyansa. Ade ne mpanyimfo no o makɔ the same school nanso mo ntumi use adwene ne nyansa. Harvard yomu kobi. Oxford yomu kobi. Cambridge yomu kobi. Aston yomu kobi. Ade ebe biem. Brunel yomu kobi. Ade ebiem. Because Kromoma for no amotiwano. When you imagine someone about Kanyamu, now demand something good for yourselves. You are still happy drinking the same water with a cattle. Where Jimmy? You are still there walking miles to fetch water. Where Jimmy? Huh? You are still there living in Dumso. Why do you Duma? What will be say once you come on what to what to yes, you are sorry about what come on what to and so could you say water is life. Wouldn't need with three so. Why number come out? The children of the British, the sons and daughters of a friend is saying Joe Biden, the daughters of Lee Kuan Yew of Singapore. Huh? The Russians oligarchs number kumamo. The men and women from the country of Deng Xiaoping of China. Hey, Bibi Hamwana. Adunini nya jumana. Ya kwan nya nso ese kosi cathedral. Ade na ye so winning. So be ye kwan ni na nkofo ngu wo kwan so. Thousands of Ghanaians are dying on road accident from January to your friend and say May 5,000 Ghana for Udada 5,000 a wuko 2022 2021 and count 2019 the embaye 2028 the embaye. And you say you're a pastor, you want to win souls for Christ. How many souls are perishing on the streets, on the roads, on those bush roads? Let's speak truth. Let's be bold. Without fear or favor. Enya nenye. Eye kwasia na kwasia. Or you will join and can't just who you join. Or you are punching so and cast or you are punching. What one and paying for being is kebia di. Or my phone ya ma and a mebruno and muadi and umudi atem ye atem. Nine. The only thing that stops insults is results. When I went to school from my primary days, if I go home with bad results, my father gets furious with me. Yes, he sits me down. He calls me, Eja, bra, Results we free infra. Yes, he say na unyaye. Aden na ma we did kind now they we did third, we did fourth, we did fifth. Go and ask some of my mates. Kona kobusa wono. The BEC results by kona kobusa wono. The VSS kobusa wono. Because they knew said the only thing that cancels insults are results. And paying for him part him did and pay yawa omunye bibi papa. And the idea no neka or chana nkwadano omun for mano ka. Ome fast kind of giant. You bet shamu MPs no on the streets. Ome lash him with the tram. They said the AC was Sri Lanka. And you will be na epewo. And mom said, a common dinny pa. I don't know. A yen you desperate. Come at the archie. And before going anymore, said, and then I'm quite tifia woman yensu papandom, na kufuado fa plane 20,000 euro. The Archbishop Nicholas Duncan Williams said he will not talk about it. Yet he wants to pray for his sons and daughters, church members to be rich. Is the pastor okay? Huh? President spending frugality, spending, unwise spending. Let me tell you something. The riches of Babylon was not just a friend said, did not come by just spending unwisely. Oh, no. Now I'll tell you. Let me tell you clearly. The riches of Babylon was a collective effort. Men did not keep their mouth shut. They wrote wealth when the Babylonians decided to be rich. They decided that a part of all their earnings was for them to keep for the unborn children. They decided. It was a decision. We sit down and we see foolish men being MPs and ministers, taking the country down to the gutters. And the wise men don't want to talk. Let me say it again. Wealth is power. And if we don't have wise men and wise women taking up responsibilities in powerful places, in authorities, we will have the Chinese come for our land and destroy it. Oh yes, we will have the Caucasians coming and raping our lands because we don't have the men with intellect. Because the wise men have kept their mouth mute. They say they will not talk. But if you don't talk, your sons and daughters will drink poison. They will drink water that is made up of water, cyanide and mercury, and that will affect their brain. You don't talk because you just want to talk. It's because what affect the society affect my mothers in the villages. It affect my brothers and sisters in the north, in the south, in the east, and in the west. Why must I keep quiet when my sons and daughters in the UK are benefiting from the land of the Caucasian? The Caucasian does not owe me anything. He can choose not to look after me. But he gave me an opportunity because he thought, Semi Yenipa. But let me tell you something. One may say the distance he is. One may feast on the delicious of the lands. I'm telling you about the wealth. Wealth is a power. Wealth, to me. With wealth, many things are possible. As a country, with our wealth, many things are possible. Our children will not sleep at Kantamanto Market in the rain. I have seen it before. And it still goes on. If you like, go to Tema Station 2 a.m. Go and see girls bathing in gutters. Not because they wish to bath in gutters. 2 a.m. If you like, go to Tema Station. You will see girls lying and sleeping on streets, not on pavement. They are sleeping on the main streets at Tema Station. You've not seen it before. Because you were born with a silver spoon. Your father was so corrupt and he was a foolish thief who stole the nation's wealth because the cowards did not speak when he was stealing. And he sent his sons and daughters to GIS to go and learn sixth form things, to go and learn lower A level and O level, so that he can bring them to UK, so that they can come and sit here with the sons and daughters of the Boris Johnson. And tomorrow they will become our leaders. These are people who do not know the plight of somebody who lives in Sukura. These are people who does not know the plight and the suffering of somebody who lives at Asemco. Yes. We need to speak truth to power. I don't wish to sit and denigrate my leaders. But when my leaders do not give us the needed results, I am forced to speak the words, the uncharitable words to them, because I am pissed. Which schools have we not attended? Which places haven't we been? Where haven't we seen the good things before? Let me tell you something. A time is coming. Your sons and daughters will not be safe on the street of the capital. Oh yes, you the politician, I'm telling you. A time is coming. Today we are using our mouth to say it too. We may go. We may not use guns or knives. But those that will come after us, they will start kidnapping your sons and daughters. Because of your bad leadership. Because of how wicked and evil you people are. A Akufo-Addo is somebody who is so wicked and evil. As if Ghana owes him. Let me read this to you for the purpose of understanding. Wealth is a power. With wealth, many things are possible. One may ornament the home with the riches of furnishings. One may sail the distant seas. One may feast on the delicacies of a far lands. One may buy the ornament of the gold worker and the stone polisher. One may do all these and many other, in which the delight of gratification their souls. Listen to this. If we decide that we want to achieve what we desire as a nation, time and study will be required. As for time, all men have it in abundance. As for study, it is of two kinds. One kind being the things we learned and know, and the other being the training that taught us how to find out what we didn't know. I know the Akufo-Addo's tongue. The old man's tongue always loved to wag. Today, he is faced with a reality. The reality is that Ghana is broke. Ghana is heavily indebted, poor country. There are no men, as they promised us when they were in opposition. Because if they had men, Ghana will not be broke. After all, the incompetent gave us development by building Terminal 3, by building hospitals, schools, giving us power in abundance. What has Akufo-Addo and co done since they came? The only government that has gotten enough revenue to the tune of 500 billion Ghana cedis, and yet not even a single hospital to show. Not even a cemetery to show. Not even schools to show. And yet he says I should keep my mouth shut. Born Ghanaian, live Ghanaian, will die Ghanaian. I should keep my mouth shut. I want to keep my mouth shut. Because my sons and daughters, my sisters are crying and saying, Dr. Ren, say something. Because as we've woken up today, we don't even know where our daily bread will come from. Your father gives you English breakfast. You know where your breakfast will come from. Your mouth is full with sausage and pie. So Dr. Ren and freedom fighters should not talk. We should keep our mouth shut. Oh, these young men, they insult too much. Tell your father that the young men say they need results. Tell your uncles that the young men says they need results. Oh, we need good results. We need results. That is the only thing that will keep our mouth shut. If I come to Ghana and I see results, if I come to Ghana and I see that my sons and daughters from Bunkpuru, my sons and daughters from Chanapaga, from the north, from the upper east, upper west, from Bono, from the Ahafo, from the western, from the central, from the Greater Accra, from Ashanti, from the central, are living good, I will not even talk. Because I'm in a pa and kasa. Who does not want the good things? Who doesn't want to wake up, and when you are going to work, you will just go to the train station and take your train to your destination in peace. You witness it in UK. You enjoy it in UK. You are so happy and say, God bless the white man. Oh, foolish man. But yet you cannot say that God punished the wicked black man, the black leaders, who because of them, our sons and daughters are dying on the road for greener pastures. On the desert, they die. Oh, there was a live video from some Ghanaians who died on the desert, and they did the live video. The guy was crying. He said, Dr. Ren, my friends are dying on the desert. I cannot leave them. It was because of bad policies from Akufo-Addo. So when you have Ohini David cry and shout and scream and insult, oh yes, I second him to insult, because let me tell you something. If you have gone through the desert, you understand that it was just like what David described in the Bible, that though he walked through the valley of the shadow of death, or David walked through a shadow of death. You might not have walked through the shadow of death because your stupid, thievery, foolish, corrupt uncle paid money to a connection man to land you in the city of America, in Germany, in the United Kingdom, in Australia. And so you are happy. I am not happy. I am a poor man's child. My mother is poor. I will speak up for the nation to be fixed, whether you like it or not. And so I tell you, Mr. President, you should by now resign as the president of Ghana, that you have failed. If you have a character, if you have any character left, and if you have any conscience left, you resign. Oh, and did I hear Bawumia says he wants to be the president of Ghana? And Bawumia thinks that the Ashantis will queue and go and vote for him. A man whose mouth always speaks deceit and lies. Let me tell Bawumia, and let me say it clearly here. Let it go into his foolish head that nobody wants to vote for a deceitful man. This will be the last time Ghanaians will go to the polls and vote for foolish men like Bawumia and President Akufo-Addo. I rest my case. If you don't understand why I insulted them, tell them if they ever give us results, we will stop the insult. We've seen that they are so foolish and they are not ready to give us results. We will continuously insult them till the day they will die. Their sons and daughters will come and know this. The Dr. Ren said that the only thing that cancels insult is results. I am a stakeholder, a Ghanaian citizen, and so I am asking for the pound of my flesh. That yes, let my flesh be given to me so that I can also use my flesh for what I want or what I wish. Nothing will stop us. God bless our homeland Ghana, make our nation great and strong. Yes, indeed, bold to defend and speak truth to power. I came, I saw. By the grace of God, we conquered.
Miaro, miara, endo miaro, miara. Assemi besini fermo, miaro. Assemi miara. Assemi besini fermo, miaro. Sina yibasini paramanya. Obrai basini paramanya. Nyaro, enyo nyaro. Asemi yibasini paramanya. Asemi nyaro. Sina yibasini paramanya. Sina yibasini paramanya. Obrai basini paramanya.